Hey everyone, and welcome to the Impulse Fan Series podcast. I'm Andrew, and I'm joined, as always, by Brendan and Josh. Say hi, boys.
How we doing?
Hey, finally got a webcam. Woo.
Yay! The filmographer, cinematographer, director finally has a piece of machinery that allows him to film. So, as always, of course, you can remember to find us on the Impulse Fan Series podcast. Impulse Fan Series Instagram. Make sure you check that out. Check out the Cinestudios YouTube. We just put up a new Reacts video, which I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about in a second. And of course, head on over to patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series to see how you can support us and keep the project going. So, what are we talking about today, guys? What's going on? What's new? What's happening in COVID land and Impulse land?
Well, actually, there you go. That was one of the things to add to the list. So, as some of you might be aware from private messaging or, I guess, social media or the news, all three of us live in Victoria, Australia. Victoria is that little place you might have heard of in whichever country you live in that's not Australia, that's having some of the strictest lockdown measures in the world.
Yeah.
And we all live there. So, yeah, fun times.
I just want to take a moment. CNN basically had a list of the countries that were doing the best with COVID. So it was like countries that were doing amazingly well with COVID that now aren't. And Australia is like right on the top of the list. I know it's not funny.
We're winning something. We're winning.
Victoria was the best response, I think, in the world.
Yeah.
Now it's New Zealand.
Exactly.
No, Japan is doing super well. Right.
Love
Yeah.
this.
Well, so good. Oh, Taiwan actually, I think, is the number one.
Taiwan did it at one.
They smashed it, and they have actually quite a very similar population to us as well. So in terms of like number, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have an authoritarian government.
That's fair.
not Taiwan. That's
I'm thinking of China.
Are you thinking it? Yeah.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
cool. But anyway, so the reason we bring that up is that has obviously just affected a lot of things, not just Impulse, like everything. So I guess bear with us in terms of us checking messages and replying to things and just kind of, things are kind of crazy here. As I've been responding to a lot of people, think of it as like martial law light, like
The trial version.
I like
yeah,
that.
like the Australian trial version.
I like that.
Not even
So that's-
Australian, Victorian.
Well,
That's a good point. It's just Victoria, really. So far.
So
far.
let's hope it. I guess
Metro Melbourne's in stage 4. Regional Victoria's in stage 3.
And that the American audience is flipped. The higher the number, the worse we are. Whereas with you guys, the lower number, the worse you are with restrictions.
Yep. So that being said, we do have a few things on the agenda today, which is why I keep looking over here because I got a list of things.
We check off Brendan's first aid on his leg.
Yeah.
Brendan, you want to fill everyone in with why you keep doing what you're
Let's
doing?
tell everybody why we don't have a speedster anymore.
Oh yeah, just bunged a really good portion of my ankle right before recording this as I ran out to go and get my coffee. It was worth it.
I think we actually might have been recording, so if we did, we will cut to that clip of him banging it now.
Oh,
And we're
God.
back from that clip. If it was there, that was pretty funny.
You guys are-
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what? First aid is nothing to laugh about.
No, I don't think we have. I don't think we did actually record it. But can we just when you do
film
it?
a reenactment. We'll film.
Yeah,
a
cut to like a Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote scene or something.
Do you think I'm an actor?
That could work. Yeah. You'd hope. You'd hope so.
You'd hope.
There's
There's a whole series on my shoulders.
So, we do have a bunch of things on the list. They obviously won't be in that order now because I know we're going to do some of these things after.
Can you send it into the Zoom chat as well, please?
Oh, yeah, let me do that now.
Or you could just minimize the screen and look at the Skype one too.
Oh wait, you know what?
That's there.
Thank you. A second, I'll put it up here.
So difficult. You are an actor.
I'm a diva.
That's right.
Okay, actually, number one thing on the agenda. Let's talk about the DC Fandom event.
Yes. So basically, for those of you who don't know, and you should all know because I know you're all following us on Instagram and Facebook, we have submitted some video a video of some unseen footage / trailer material for
It's
the
a bunch
DC
of unseen
Fandom event.
footage.
Yeah, a lot of it. About 80% of that submission is unseen stuff. And we've also, of course, put in some of our, poster artwork. And you can find the link to that in our bio on Instagram. and on Facebook. So make sure that you check that out and really show us some love, because the more likes we get, the more support we get, the better off we'll be in terms of competition. But it's really exciting. I was so happy with the way that video came out.
Yeah, Josh and I stayed up to 2 a.m. doing it.
Yeah.
Well, it was such a rush because I remember we spoke about it 2 months ago when we heard about it, and then for some reason I thought, when we discussed, I thought that we couldn't enter
escaped
because
us.
I thought there was no video element to it, and then it was 2 days before the actual submission date, and then we're talking about it. We're like, oh, do we have anything ready? I was like, no, we can't do it. And you guys were like, no, you can do video. I was like,
But you know what? Time has just gotten back, because you and I, Josh, were talking today about something that happened in May, and I swear to God, that's like another lifetime ago. Time has gone by so fast, but at the same time, the time that has gone is just
that was
crazy.
2 lockdowns ago.
Think about it this way. We're 4 or 5 days away from the anniversary of the release of our Impulse trailer.
Some memories on my Facebook just popped up, Brendan, of a still of you and I about getting ready to go for that race.
Yeah.
First one to Star City and back. I was like, oh man, that's crazy.
I keep getting my European voyages.
Yeah. I can't believe that. I was talking to Hayden on the phone today, and he's like, do you know it's been like almost 2.5 years since the Impulse journey started?
September 2018 is when it started. So almost 2 years.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It is
come a long way.
Yeah.
So
discuss in today's video.
So with the DC fandom event,
I really want to stress this. The highest liked submission within our category has 240 likes. We're on 30. We have 2,000 followers.
It's another fan film as well.
Another fan film, but ours is better.
Of course it is, obviously.
Well, and we're a fan series. But yes, so we know that we can beat them in terms of likes because we have 2,000 followers. And you guys are, of course, going to share. And we'll have more than 2,000 people being able to see it.
Just take 10 seconds out of your day, go to the link, help us out, and just click like.
Yes, you gotta make a fandom account, but as soon as the competition is over on the 22nd of August, you can delete it.
The good thing is you can do it, I think, through Facebook and Google. So you just one button,
Facebook,
done.
You're in.
Impulse Army, that's you all.
Exactly.
Unite.
And again, if we reach 1,000 likes across all of our submissions, we have 5 submissions, so that's at least 200 likes across all of them. We are going to be giving away 2 Funko Pops for free, like these ones here, but the Flash and Reverse Flash signed by me and Hayden. And they are only going to happen if we reach 1,000. If they don't, you don't get them. Sorry.
I'll take them because I have a big problem with pop addiction right now.
And they're in protectors. So they're gonna be nice.
The protectors are signed, not the actual pop. But if you want the actual pop to be signed, we can sign that too.
Which he said, does that say Crash?
Just Crash.
Crash.
And Hayden accidentally signed it as Impulse.
We have the Reverse Flash that Hayden signed saying Impulse. So
I guess Hayden wanted your role.
Well, no, he's going to send another protector down.
Yeah, dude. I think I kind of want to keep them for myself. I was just telling Josh at the beginning of lockdown, I had like 4 pops. I now have over 70 in my house with 8.
Andrew, I have one that you'll like.
I probably have it.
No, you don't.
I guarantee I have it.
Let me find it. But keep talking.
I have a pop that's supposed to glow in the dark, and it doesn't glow in the dark. And then I researched, and apparently it's supposed to
put it near the sun.
I have one that Brendan will like. Brendan, look at that.
Oh, that one's sick. Is that the original 1966 one?
Man.
Oh, that's Jim Carrey's.
That's Batman Forever. That's yeah.
Bummer.
I got him. I got Tommy Lee Jones. What is that?
It's
Blue Lantern, the
Flash, which looks like Max Mercury.
I want that.
Hey, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I knew you'd like it.
Oh, I've got Flashpoint Batman.
So do I.
Thomas Wayne. Shut up.
Raise this up a little bit. See some of my flashes up.
I've got other stuff too. Whatever, fight me. Got like every Back to the Future one. Anyway, let's get back on track. Sorry, that was my bad. Pops.
Yes, so please go and like those. It'll mean the world to us. If we are the top liked thing there, it's going to mean that we have the biggest chance of being one of the 27 finalists that will be showcased on the actual live event. And if the judges all vote for us to be the winners, we get $2,000 in funding, which is going to go straight back into the project and make it as good as possible.
That's like 2 costumes.
And the coolest thing is a lot of the judges are actually directors and filmmakers from the DC films. which is amazing, which means it actually kind of could increase chances of these guys actually getting to play their roles in the official DC universe.
If it's something you guys want to see,
I know I do.
Hopefully there's a job in there for me. Maybe I can be a PA, bring some
be
coffee
a
to
consultant.
someone. In American Direct, something, who knows? But
Josh can
we
be
won't
our
know unless people vote. So
My contract will stipulate I only go overseas if Josh comes with me.
My contract will stipulate I only go overseas if you let me.
I'll only go overseas if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, DC fandom, get on it.
And share it, please.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I keep looking here. I've got it here. I have lots of screens, like a bat cave in here.
Yeah, Josh has like 5 screens on his desk, and they're huge.
So that was point 4 of it on the agenda.
Yeah, so let's jump.
So now we'll go.
Okay. We Impulse Reacts has been going really, really well.
Yeah. Got like 100 views within the first like hour that it was released.
Yeah.
It's cool because each one was steadily kind of getting more of a thing.
I was going to ask you on that. Do we want to try and changing the titles to Impulse Reacts 2?
Yeah, so I had done that initially, and then I looked at the search stuff, and it wasn't coming up because the first thing was Impulse Reacts 2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
in
many
the
people are
description. It just does in the title.
so many people are commenting on stuff that they want to see us react to, which is great. It makes our job easier.
You should react to the black suit Superman.
Yeah.
Should. Yep.
Yeah.
So that being said,
Tomorrow.
when do we? Because obviously now coronavirus, we can't do it on the couch no more. We're gonna have to do it through this way. When is the date that everyone's free to just spend a couple of hours and we'll go through a bunch?
My next best day is probably Wednesday next week. I could do like a
on that, let's actually put a pin in that because that's going to be discussed on the topic 7 later because I have to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Is there another day apart from Wednesday you can do?
At this point, probably Thursday. Maybe.
Andrew has a very busy life with COVID going on.
What are you doing?
It's weird. Well, I have a lot of phone calls throughout the day with my clients that I have through Breaking the Barrier. I'm getting a lot of work done with Breaking the Barrier because we're in the middle of new partnerships with with Spartan and with this other company, SMAI. So there's just like a lot of stuff that I've been doing every day. Plus, I started the Orville, so that's like a big deal.
Do you want me to come on it again as one of your clients?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea.
Did you end up reaching out
So
to
with that being said, everyone, who do you think should replace Andrew as Max Mercury? Let us know in the comments.
That's fine. That's cool.
DJ.
Okay, but yes, moving on to the next. So we'll figure out dates. Yeah, we'll figure out dates later.
So
we have some exciting news for everybody. Brendan, do you want to let everybody know who has responded to some messages on Instagram?
Brendan is amazing. Brendan's had a day. Earlier today, well, actually a couple months ago, when we did that Impulse team Q&A thing, somebody had mentioned through the questions us collabing with Colin Bass, Colin the Blur, who does the Reverse Flash Origin series and plays Eobard Thawne. And so today we thought to mobilize that, contacted Colin, and he is super down to come and guest star on Impulse Reacts on our podcast and in Sonic Boom. So be sure to be a lookout for Colin. We tonight and tomorrow, Josh and I are going to start organizing everything for that. And sometime next week, we're going to start recording with Colin and have him in the Zoom. And on the Impulse Reacts, we're going to be reacting to his shows.
No.
So if that's something you want to see, you know what to do. Subscribe to the YouTube so you don't miss it.
Awesome.
And the reacts will be on the Patreon early. So if you want to see it, subscribe to our Patreon.
Reacts come out every second week on YouTube, which is Tuesdays/Wednesdays, depending on if I remember. And then every other week will be the Patreon. So whatever goes on Patreon one week will
be on the
YouTube the next week. So
yeah, same with the
on
podcast.
that.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this podcast will be on the Patreon either tomorrow or Saturday, and then for the rest of it,
move on to the YouTube.
Yes, moving on the podcast onto YouTube, and we'll try and do them with video from now on. And yes, I'll be back loading the rest. Some of the early ones, most of the early ones aren't video.
I'm,
you know,
I think it's
they'll be
something.
on there. So whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. We have a new point of contact. So I think I mentioned this to you guys, but I said we'll wait for the podcast to go through it. Shout out to K Hero.
Yeah.
He contacted me on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
And we've been chatting. And yeah, so he and his crew, they're in the States. They're doing some awesome stuff.
Yeah, Josh sent me some today, and I actually recognized him because it popped up in my YouTube recommendations.
Oh, awesome. There you go. So yeah, so look, yeah, they've been chatting. I've been chatting with Kay, just kind of talking about how we could do some sort of collaboration or something like that. And yeah, obviously wanted to run it by you guys and see. You know, we're always after collaborations with.
Did you reach out with a specific collaboration in mind, or are we coming up with that as well?
Well, yeah. So initially, when we spoke, I think he might have thought we were in the States, so it was more of like a physical collaboration with filming. Obviously, we're in Australia. But that being said, there's still a lot that could be done, whether it's post production, whether it's green screen type filming. Which is something we spoke about as well.
VFX are pretty good.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of different stuff. But no, I'm super keen to try and work on some type of collaboration.
Well, in contact. Do you want to reach out with that as well with them?
Sorry?
You want to reach out to them as well after the podcast because you've been in contact with them?
Yeah, I spoke to him just before the podcast actually.
Great.
So, yeah. So I guess we'll set up a time. It'd be cool to have Cal on the podcast at some point. We can chat with him and just see.
Yeah, hell yes. More the merrier.
Yeah.
So looking forward to working with you and your team.
Absolutely, man.
You guys see this and you happen to have any ideas, shoot them across to us. We're always open. Always open for ideas.
Yep. Sweet.
Do we want to discuss maybe what we think we can collab with them with?
Sorry?
You want to discuss maybe what some of the potential collaborations would be, apart from, of course, Reacts and podcast?
Now or in?
I reckon we should probably hold that until we actually talk to them.
Yeah.
No, just so we go in it with ideas like we did with Colin.
Oh yeah, but I don't think our listeners want to hear about ideas, or do they?
One of the things that Kay's doing is he does some cosplay. One of them is Godspeed. So
yes.
So yeah, we got some cool potential stuff there. Maybe a certain speedster might present themselves at some point.
It's so, what the great thing is about cross globe kind of collaboration. It would be so easy for us to do something featuring Godspeed as like a news report. Like he films his own thing, sends it to us, and then we just put the border, and it's kind of like a news report within our film.
Yeah,
or like if there's a podcast like this guy, Detective Comic Talks, he films himself talking about Impulse or something, and that makes its way into our film. It's so easy for us to help feature you guys, and we really want to because we know how much you love what we're doing. So yeah, reach out. Let's do it. Let's get crazy.
The more we can help each other out, the bigger everybody's audiences, everybody's project will be.
Yeah.
We live in a brilliant time, minus the
and no project is too small for us. Like I remember when we were like, guys, we got 10 likes on a photo.
That's right.
We
remember where we came from.
Speaking of which, let me double check. We might have hit 40,000 on the YouTube.
Oh, that'd be cool. If that coincides with our anniversary, that'd be awesome. What'd you say?
I said it'll be sad if we haven't now and you've done it publicly, and it'll be sad.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Just say yes.
We're 260 views away.
Dude, we're going to reach that by the time we get that anniversary.
We're getting about 100 a day.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing the engagement we get when we actually release the fandom video on.
Oh, we got a new comment.
Yeah.
New look trailer.
Yeah.
Comment, by the way.
It's been a year since we released the actual concept trailer.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We've actually been saying this in comments and in different areas, but I want to make this very clear now in the video. That first trailer everyone saw was a concept trailer.
Yeah. None of that is going to be in the series.
Not the series. No. All of that was just us testing the grounds.
Yeah.
Once we saw that, you guys enjoyed what we've done, that's why we're really ramped up. And that's why we're really keen for you guys to see the fandom one, because that's got stuff from the actual
all of that will, most of that, a lot of that will be in it.
Yeah.
All of it.
One little note, because I forgot to put it in the video and I really wanted to, for the fandom event, all the VFX you see in there are still in beta.
Yeah.
So they're going to be even, a lot of VFX, me and Brendan did literally the night before. So don't worry about VFX,
Take it as a concept of the final pit.
Yeah. So we got an awesome team working on VFX. Shout out to you, Jennifer. She's doing some awesome stuff. She's actually just finished the Max Mercury Origins VFX. Super exciting. So yeah, we look forward to showing you all that. Next thing on the list, let's talk about costumes.
Yes.
So we got a bunch of updates about costumes.
Yes.
Brendan, take it away.
Yes. So we had touch base with our costume department in LA and with Erin, the costume
Supervisor?
Our costume department is like constantly growing. It's awesome.
I know, it's great.
And Erin had a great idea because it's a bit hard to do measurements because we can't do fittings because again the costumes are being made overseas.
Yeah.
So Erin had the best idea of doing a very, very cheap spandex version of the costumes here. That way we know they fit perfectly, and then the costume department in LA can just make them exactly the same.
Yeah.
Plus, I think my body has changed since.
It has, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely it has.
So the measurements that we have won't work. I also found that I do have a measuring tape here.
That actually, can we just clarify that? Because that sounds really weird. You're like, my body's changed. I'm like, yeah, it has, dude.
Andrew has put me on a workout regimen and diet plan for the last 5 weeks.
Brendan, stand up and lift up your top. It'll get the views up. Go.
Show us your...
This is for Patreon members only.
Okay.
Blur it out. We'll just blur it out.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll send you a photo and you can right here on screen.
Brendan has been working out like a mad lad, so he's going to be ripped for Impulse, ripped in a running sense.
I've got 4 abs. I've got 2 more to go.
That's right.
Which you won't even see because he's going to be wearing a muscle suit anyway. But, you know, it's
Maybe
all
I don't even need it at this point.
That's right.
You always in the muscle suits just keep it all in the same, makes it so it doesn't move around while you're moving. So,
Jesus.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what brings me to, or actually a secondary point to that as well. The reason why we're so scared, just because regardless of whether us wanting to be perfect with the costumes anyway, is we've recently come to the conclusion to update the materials on all of our costumes. So initially it's going to be Impulse only, but now talking with the Dern, we've decided that the best thing to do is make sure everybody looks as premium as possible. And so we're going to be ordering more fabric from Parallel Life Studios.
Shout out.
Absolutely fantastic fabrics there. They work with I know they supply the fabrics and the costumes for the boys on Amazon. So they have awesome. And yeah, they're really helpful. So that we're gonna have to order those again real soon. Yeah. So we have organized new materials, premium materials for everybody, which is going to be awesome. It might eat a little bit into the budget, but it is worth it because these materials are sweet. We've gone through it with Hayden. We've gone through it with Jordan as to the best materials for them. And the next thing we have to do is go through it with Andrew. And Andrew should be easy because I think we only have to do the pants for you since the top is a shirt.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it, but potentially.
Well, speaking about budget and everything, let's take a minute and we'll take a break and I will talk about Patreon.
Yes.
Cool. Hey everyone, Andrew here. So I just wanted to take a minute and talk about our Patreon page. So remember, Patreon is a place that you can go to help support our project. Without you, our fans, we can't do this thing. So basically you want to head to patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series, where you can help us for as little as $1 a month. And each tier, each different level, you will get different benefits. So $1 a month gets you the minimum. At the $50 tier, you will go into a drawing to win one of our prototype costumes from the trailer, which is really exciting. So again, you can donate for as little as $1 a month, all the way up to $50, and anything in between or beyond. You can do one-off donations, I believe, through Patreon. And each tier, like I said, it's going to come with different things. You know, early access to the podcast, early access to behind-the-scenes footage, early access to things that maybe, well, solo access to things that maybe we won't make accessible to the public. So again, make sure you head on over to patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series, where you can help us make this project into the incredible reality that it has the potential to be. And I want to give a big shout out to some of our Patreon members that we already have. So a big shout out to Connor, Nolan, Aaron, Joey, DP, Alexander, James, and Andrew. Thank you guys so much for donating. Really, really an honor to have you take the time out of your day and the money out of your pocket to help us fund this project. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series, and we hope to see you there. And we're back.
Wait, so next.
Yes. So, okay. So we got the costume things. So, okay. So we need to figure out what is happening with Sonic Boom because
Yes.
Sonic
Also, you
Boom-
skipped point 6, by the way.
Yeah, we'll go back and yeah. Sonic Boom was born out of coronavirus. But now it's like it's like yeah. So
You want to explain why?
yeah. So we started Sonic Boom because we couldn't film because of the lockdowns. But now the lockdowns are so extreme, we're finding it difficult to even continue Sonic Boom because up until now, so for the first episode of Sonic Boom, obviously we have an international cast. Those overseas have their own microphones and everything, so it's been really good. They've been able to record their own stuff. But for us here in Victoria, we had all the actors come down to my studio to record. But now with the lockdowns, they can't do that. So yeah, we're kind of trying to figure out how.
Well, we can't do it for the next 6 weeks.
Well, if we can get people to record at home, if they have decent stuff, we can, but that's the problem.
Yeah, but I know Sunny doesn't. I know Holly doesn't. Jordan doesn't. I don't.
Doesn't.
Mauricio doesn't.
And we tested, and that's the thing. So we tested using mobile phones. We did with Mauricio,
Yeah.
and it was okay.
But it worked because it only had like 3 lines in it.
Exactly. But in the next episode, especially Mauricio is actually going to be
Fine.
Blue Beetle's going to be kind of one of the main characters of episode 2. Yeah, we're going to need proper mics. So that's something we need to figure out. So right now, we probably won't have anything for at least 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's if the lockdown ends in 6 weeks, which
Might not. Might extend.
It does look like, though, Victorians are following the rules, at least on day one.
not much about us following the rules. It's about what the government plans to do.
Yeah, I know, but if we follow the rules, theoretically,
Well, I mean, it looks like they're following the rules because of the businesses that were shut down. They have nowhere to go.
exactly.
They can't go to work.
Yeah, and yeah, $5,000 on the spot fines,
Or $100,000 if you're a business.
and then
$20,000 if it's your third time.
and they're taking to court and sue you for more.
Good. Stay the hell home.
So, that being said, yeah, we're not sure what's. Obviously, we're still working with Sonic Boom. We're still doing getting
We've got
everything ready.
finishing the scripts.
Recording, we don't know.
We'll get the international cast at the very least to record their lines.
Yeah, we can definitely get everyone overseas to do that. I can do my lines from here.
Colin,
Stuff. Yeah, but apparently
I can do my lines from here if I have any.
You guys, Jordan,
you can because you do have your.
Holly,
What's
Mauricio.
that?
You can do it, Andrew, because you have your setup.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you.
Don't agree with me. It's weird.
I don't agree with you.
Thank you.
Cool. So let's quickly bounce back to point 6, which was one of the earlier points, which is when can we do the React videos? Because we have a bunch that we need to go through.
So do we want to do them like just a bunch in one day? Just
I'm okay with
I
that.
mean, because they don't take that long. It's just editing them that takes probably longer, but doing them, it's like 5-10 minutes for each one.
Do we want to start transitioning away from trailers
And then
What?
do what?
to scenes?
You can do whatever.
We can do it.
I
I,
think
don't
right-
mind either one.
Right now, it's probably best to focus on what all the fans are requesting on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we'll do those first, 100%.
Yeah. So anything outside of that, I guess we just do whatever we think's cool or relevant or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think the best thing to do right now is Superman costume react
Yeah.
because that's very relevant.
Yeah.
I know on the 22nd of August for DC fandom, they're releasing some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that the promotional video on their Instagram and their social media today was the Superman music was playing? So I feel like whatever they're going to reveal is going to be pretty big in terms.
But, maybe because Superman was their first ever character. Who knows?
Actually, first of all, jerk face. It was Action Comics back then, so their first character under DC was Batman.
No, it wasn't.
Detective Comics.
Yeah, it came out after Action Comics.
Yeah, I know. I said under DC Detective Comics. That's what that stands for.
First ever superhero was.
Womp 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 womp.
We can argue about this later. In the
We're gonna
comments
argue.
below, who's right, me or Andrew? Which is ironic that I'm arguing Superman and you're arguing Batman.
Weird. I don't like this at all. Let's go.
Look at my shelf.
But yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So when are you guys free to do it?
I have no life. And I have no classes from Friday to Sunday. So whatever.
I'm free all day tomorrow.
To tomorrow.
Cool. I have to do a video call with a client tomorrow for a good chunk of tutorial thing, but after that I can
Is that for the
yeah.
deep?
I think I'm
Sorry? No, that's for the camera
Cool.
operation.
Cool, yeah.
Cool. So that being said, now Brendan was mentioning how do we do this now that we're on Zoom? You said there's an app that we
Oh yeah, I know how to do it. Yeah, it's perfectly easy. So we'll all jump in on the Zoom, and then I'm gonna send everybody a link to a Google Chrome extension called MetaStream. And then basically what we do there is you'd probably you wouldn't even have to screen record because you can just chuck it in later. But basically what MetaStream does, it's like Netflix Party where I will be hosting kind of hosting the video, but it'll sync it with everybody at the same time.
Okay.
So we don't have to go 1, 2, 3, play,
Yep.
The only thing that might be different is my reactions might be like a second ahead of yours.
Josh can fix that in post.
maybe.
Or you just leave it the way it is.
It's Josh.
I just totally realized I'm looking at your camera, Andrew, and I'm like, it's perpetually daytime where you are. Because I'm looking outside, it's pitch black outside, but I'm looking at you and it looks like there's just this natural light coming in from the window. But yeah, it's not.
Striking.
So, cool. Yeah, I always just thought that was a window for some reason.
No.
We've been on webcam.
The midnight sun. It's the land of the midnight sun.
You should be proud of me. I'm not actually pointing the light to me. I'm diffusing it on the white wall.
Good news.
Hey. Well.
So are we cool? I have my meeting with my client tomorrow at 2:00. That will probably run for about an hour or two. So do you guys want to say like even 5?
Sounds good to me.
Andrew and I wake up early, so we can even do it in the morning and then do it later on as well.
I don't know.
Nobody messes with my morning time, Brendan, unless I'm on a shoot. Okay, let's do 5 o'clock.
And nobody messes with my morning time, aka sleep time. So yeah.
Josh gets up at 2.
You know my rules. If it's not, you don't wake up in double digits. This,
Me,
digits
single
is
digits.
PM. Cool. Okay, sweet. So that's point 6 done. Okay. That's everything on the list. Was there anything else? I know we need to do shout outs. But yeah.
No, that's it.
Done in the Patreon. Andrew does that separately.
Yeah, which I've already done. So this is weird for people to hear.
Well, you cut
Okay.
it.
So
Anything else? Anything
I'm
else?
sure there is other stuff. I remember there was some stuff. I just couldn't remember what to put on here.
Oh, I have some stuff. So Andrew,
Mm.
how much free time do you have in terms of being able to message people?
What are we talking about? Messaging for what?
Because Hannah Hayden was telling me he's going to message Tyrone Magnus.
Oh yeah, no. Hayden and I we're speaking about this.
Tyron!
We're gonna start messaging people about the
Stuff,
DC fandom, about getting more followers, all that stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. Nerdcast, Nerdbot, is that who where Colin posts his?
Oh, Nerdbot.
Yeah.
I think that is Colin, though. But yeah, good check.
We'll talk about that with him.
Yeah.
After today when me and Josh organize everything on Colin's side, I think it'd be great if you could do some interview style questions, Andrew, because you have a lot of experience interviewing people for breaking the barrier.
I do a lot of people for breaking the barrier.
You do. I think it'd be great if you could... No, I got it.
Just wasn't funny, Andrew. Fair enough.
I'm the more mature one here.
Are you?
With a beard. All have beards. So yeah, I think it'd be great if you can write up some interview questions. I do want to center the podcast around his experience within the fan film industry, if for lack of a better word, I guess, because
Is that not what we would be talking about anyway?
yeah, I know, but just so we're on the same page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's like one of the first people and biggest people to star in doing fan films and everything. So I think he would have valuable insight for a lot of people and a lot of interesting stories.
Yep.
So we'll do that. And
There was one. Oh, go on.
I was saying with you and Hayden, if we can try and start messaging people again, I think a good thing to do would be to either go through the fandom submissions of other people's and see who we like. If there's stuff that we can utilize, I know it's mostly cosplayers, but
Utilize as in how?
if something comes up to you, you see like somebody doing a great, Bart Allen or like something, and then they have like a cool visor, or like,
Yeah, I saw some Impulse cosplay on there, which was really cool.
yeah, like, just if you see something that you think we can use, or if you think people would shout us out or just be interested in the project.
Cool. Okay.
And same thing with Instagram. If you can go through, I looked at it the other day, it's the Impulse hashtag. There's a lot of people do Impulse fan art. So I think it'd be great.
That's how Hayden and I've been. I don't know. I thought that's how Hayden was also reaching out, but when I spoke to him, it's apparently not. But that's how I find the people to reach out to on Instagram. Is I look up the hashtags for Impulse, Flash, DC, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys do it, so I just thought I'd say it. If you guys do you message people personally, or you message them through the Impulse Instagram?
Both.
Okay, what do you guys think is better to do?
Usually we get a better response out of the Impulse Instagram, but the reason that we do both is because it's just a better chance that it's going to get
2 messages instead of 1.
Yeah.
That being said, me and Andrew spoke earlier on Slack. What I'm going to do, just so we can keep it easy to keep track of all the messages, I'll take over the Facebook messages.
Yep.
And Andrew will stick with the Instagram. So I know because on Facebook,
That's what it was at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, so on Facebook, it's like they get put in the same folder. So especially with Instagram having like a million things going off, it pushes all the Messenger ones down below. But there's a separate tab just for Messenger. So yeah, I'll deal with those, no problem. And yes, I responded to all the ones that were still there.
Yes, somebody has sent us some scripts, which I need to get to read because it's been very hectic. But rest assured, I'm getting to it.
I do want to take this moment to shout out to Connor Hayes, dude. I'm just.
He shares our stuff like crazy.
I just want to say on a podcast though, like, dude, I'm so proud of you. You're doing your own show.
He is.
You've been sending me all your stuff. It's really awesome.
His costumes are cool.
Keep going, dude. Keep going. I'm really excited.
Yeah, check out Connor Hayes.
To see what you're doing. And so for anyone that wants to go check him out, check out it's Comics on Infinite Earth, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
On Instagram, yeah, Comics on Infinite Earth.
We're at the interview.
Yes. We'll throw a link. No, we can't.
I'll have a link in the show notes.
We'll do something. But yeah, Connor.
On that, Andrew, remember that person you did an interview with that I joined in on the live stream?
Mex Collector, yeah. He's actually really keen to get you on. We're trying to set it up. We're in the process of setting it up.
Done.
We're in talks.
Perfect. Yeah. That's what
so your life is basically in our hands. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's basically what happens.
Yeah.
When wasn't it?
It's a good point.
My health is in your hands. My career is in your hands.
Well, your career is in your hands. Don't be putting that on me.
I actually signed with an agency.
Attaboy.
Yes. Speaking of careers,
Yes.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Thank you. It is Storm, Andrew.
It is Storm. Good.
Yeah, so that's the development part. It's a sister company of Ignite.
Yeah, okay.
Spoke to a couple of people who were with them. Said they're good. So far, I'm liking it as well. Sent in. I just got to do my biography and stuff, and then otherwise we're good to go.
Nice. Congratulations.
Turns out Steve's with them as well. So now they're both.
There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steve, people don't know Steve. Just we all worked on another film together.
Yes.
Now, can we say it? Can we say what he is in Impulse?
Wait, what?
Can we say what Steve is playing in Impulse?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We posted it on the gram, right?
Go to that. Maybe we did. Well, no, for
I don't think we did.
Not for the
Oh, wait.
live
Yes, we did.
live action.
Not live action.
Not for Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
So it's okay. So this is all. So Steve, which is an actor friend of ours, we all worked on a film with him recently, which we'll talk about in a sec. But
Keep talking.
he will be playing Eobard Thorne.
Yes.
In the live action series.
He already voices him in the Sonic Boom.
Yes. So for those of you been asking, going, is Inertia the only bad guy? Well,
is he?
No.
Funny you say guy.
Yeah, maybe there are other bad people in the show as well. So we will see.
Yeah.
That being said, just want to shout out to all the cast and crew from the film we were working on together called Hell's Kitchen.
Totally.
1970s gangster mob film set in 1970s New York.
Forget about it.
We all worked on. Andrew played. Who did you play? I can't remember. I produced
Tommy Bianco.
Tommy Bianco.
This
Brendan
guy.
Be a charity.
Brendan, you played who?
I played a lot of roles on set. None of them acting.
Yep, you played.
I was the red wine collector. I was
blood spitter.
I was the data wrangler. I was the best boy. I was the
Blood
PA.
spitter.
I was a
Spit
grip.
blood in my face.
Blood
I
spitter.
spat blood in Andrew's face.
That was great.
That was one time. That was pre-corona.
Wow, that really wouldn't go down well now.
No.
No, dude, maybe we were patients 0 and 0.
Maybe.
Could have been. But yeah, we just had our first review come in. It's running the film festival circle, the big festivals. We just had our first review come in.
It was
from the
awesome.
UK. Really good review. So just shout out to Steve.
4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, which is awesome.
I know Josh also worked. Josh did a lot of work on it. Josh was the cinematographer. He edited it, helped arrange the composition with Jack as well. Helped him and Steve did a lot of back and forth. So if Hell's Kitchen is an indication of Josh's ability as a filmmaker, you best believe he's bringing that to Impulse.
And PAing and
Which means nothing to them because they haven't seen it.
No, but you can go watch it. Can they?
well, it depends how old you are. I'm guessing 21 plus.
Probably
18 plus.
It's a nice to see these gangster films.
Whatever the hell.
Whatever that, yeah. In Australia, it would be considered MA.
Yeah,
We
in
have-
America, it's definitely rated R.
America have harsher restrictions than we do.
Okay, so in America it would be rated R.
Yeah, you can't even say shit on.
It's just lots of swearing and some violence, mobster stuff.
Oops, stuff.
But anyway, cool.
Sure.
What else? Surely there's something.
I don't think so. I think.
Oh, I'm going to say it now in this podcast, so it's
Okay.
forced. We're forced to doing it next podcast because we keep talking about it. I keep forgetting. On the next podcast, we will be speaking to fight choreographer Clint
Oh yeah, we keep forgetting Clint.
and the team about all the fight stuff and all the stunt stuff in the film. So we are so excited to have them on the show to talk to them about everything
Yeah.
because they got some awesome ideas.
Yeah.
Clint is a super nerd when it comes to this stuff, but he can also kill you by looking at you because he is black jiu-jitsu. So there you go.
He threatens to put me in a headlock on a daily basis.
He looks like is it Sataya Man? One Punch Man.
Yeah, so it's Saitama.
Oh yeah, he does too.
He's
But
like,
like bigger.
man,
Wait, bigger.
and he can do the whole cosplay of it.
It's like The Rock's white
Anyway,
coat.
you're all gonna love him. Clint Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember Clint actually? He's in the Arrowette.
Clint is his date night.
Yeah.
No, we're in the Black Lantern shirt.
Black Lantern. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
it's the word. I'm just gonna keep doing this. So
Yeah.
And
And
the
Clint is
universal
also
signal for bald.
yeah,
and
the
Clint is
Krillin.
one of our consultants for virtual productions as well.
Yes.
He was doing a lot of cool stuff in Unreal Engine and mocap. So he's definitely
Yes.
going to be. Is there anything? Has anybody checked the Google Drive or the email for? Has anybody done anything for the Sonic Boom episode 1? Because I think it's been 2 weeks.
What do you mean?
A competition. We totally forgot about it.
What competition?
Oh yeah, to mean people could be uploading it into there.
Collaborative. project.
Oh, right. I don't
We
think we've
checked
gotten
right
anything.
now.
No, we haven't gotten anything. Not that
Oh.
I've seen, because the directions were to give it on the email, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything.
Some people are very excited about it. Maybe it's worth.
It might just take time. Like drawing can,
Yeah. I think maybe it's worth making another post about it.
Or at least, at the very least, another story. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Story.
everything should really be focusing on
Yeah.
fandom
see
as
fandom.
well. Like, really push it. Oh, that's one of the things we need to talk about. Brendan, you talk about writing up a thing that we can all share, get all the actors to share, get everyone to share, extras, everybody.
Yeah, I'm
to
writing
share.
that after today because not like I don't have enough things to do today.
Yeah,
but-
no, not today, but I mean like to talk about it. That's what we're going to be doing. So
Yeah, so I'm going to be posting it in the extras one. I'm going to be posting it in Sonic Boom one. I'm going to be posting it on the Slacks. I'm going to try and get it'll be great if you guys can back me up too, trying to get all the extras to like it on themselves and then also share it because it has a school scene in it, which they were in.
Yeah, cool.
yeah, I'll just tell them they'll never work in the industry again if they don't do it. So we're all good.
That's fair. That's cool.
I love you all.
And they're just young enough to know that what you say doesn't matter.
Gosh, how cool.
Or young enough to believe it. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
I think that's
Awesome.
it for everything, honestly.
that is it. I think.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Remind us to take the money out of the Patreon.
Yes. Yes. Lots of news happening with Patreon. So
Yeah.
Another thing. Tonight, I'm going to be creating a LastPass account for us.
Which
That way, LastPass is a password manager.
Okay.
Because we always go, what was the password for this? What was this? What was that?
By we, you mean me?
No, I said we.
Yeah, but it's usually me.
You said you. You said you. I said we. And this way, we just need to remember the one master password.
Yep.
And then
don't we
it'll
have a
stay.
master password anyway?
Yeah, should we say it?
No.
No, but
But yes, we do. And hence, You just got to remember that, and then everything else will pre-fill for you.
I hate when
Yeah.
Brendan says hence. Makes him sound like he's like 30 years older than he is.
Thank you.
Like my age.
Thank you.
He could up it to henceforth and then be like
Henceforth.
75.
It's almost like I'm a law student.
Henceforth thus.
Henceforth, moreover, notwithstanding. Sorry,
You're right, because only law students can use words like hence.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
pretty much. Oh, the other thing we had to talk about. This is what I forgot. Instagram Reel.
Yes. Oh, that might have been loud. Sorry.
Instagram Reel.
Yes.
Real.
What are we doing with that?
I don't know.
Just
What?
watch Death to TikTok.
Yeah.
Instagram Reels.
Microsoft buying TikTok.
No. They just banned it up. It didn't go through the sale.
Yeah.
That's why Instagram started Instagram Reels.
Well, there you go. So yeah, Josh, have you been looking at that at all?
Well, I just found out about it today. That's why I messaged.
Cool.
I remember,
How
like,
it works. Here it is.
Yeah, it's part of normal Instagram. Apparently, when you post a story, you now have a
Select Reels at the bottom of the Instagram camera. You see a variety of creative editing tools.
Why are you
Sharing.
yelling.
Huh?
What?
What happened?
When?
You can share your reel to a dedicated space in Explore. That's really cool. Because I know somebody recently made an Impulse music video and they saw us through the Explore tab.
That was so cool. I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
That's
so
the Fall Out
much.
Boys Centuries.
Nice.
Who was it that sent it again? We'll shout him out.
I forgot their name.
I'm gonna get him on the info.
Yes.
Somebody.
Where is it?
I have no clue. But
Where
yes,
they send it through?
where is it?
Where they send it through? Was it through the Impulse?
No, they mentioned us in a comment.
Oh.
But they follow us and they follow me, so I can find out later. But yes, so this actually doesn't say the parameters of a reel. Reels can be recorded in a series of clips, one at a time, all at once, or using video uploads from your gallery, record the first clip, blah, 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 blah. It's essentially very much like TikTok.
Sounds
But
like TikTok, yeah.
It's exactly TikTok.
yeah, it just doesn't say,
TikTok.
well, no, I mean this that I'm looking at doesn't say how long.
Doesn't say owned by the CCP. That's all.
So we're gonna have to start coming up with ideas for that. I think it'll be great to start sharing our fans on that.
Sharing our what?
Fans, if they have stuff that they'd like to get shared, maybe like if they want to come up with little reels for some fan projects that they're doing, showcase their artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do that. What's that stupid dance that kids do nowadays? Oh, well, I sound like such an old man. That with the they do it in Shazam, where he does the
floss.
The floss.
I just said the floss.
That might be dated now because it was in Shazam, but
Yeah, no, now it's like, why don't you say so?
Floss isn't cool anymore.
Even know
Well,
it.
we'll make a new thing. We'll do planking and flossing at the same time.
Planking is definitely not a thing anymore.
No, that's like
I was in seven.
We'll bring it back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Back Thursdays for planking.
That was 2012. That's 8 years ago.
I know, but it's 2020, man. Anything could happen. Like,
Right.
That's right.
Let's bring back
Or
the
bell
Harlem.
bottoms again, so what the hell?
Bring back the Harlem Shake
yeah.
and the mannequin challenge. So Instagram Reels is officially live, so we're gonna have to start coming with content for that. If you guys have any ideas of what you want to see, if you want to be showcased on our Instagram Reels,
Yes.
reach out to us, message us, email us, just us.
Brendan's in charge of that.
Yes.
Why am I in charge of it?
Because you're the one who wanted TikTok so bad, you
Facebook.
can now have Instagram Reels.
Facebook.
I do a lot already.
No.
So
Facebook.
do we all. You act like you're the only one who does stuff. Shut up. Just do it. We all do a lot.
Just because you wear glasses.
I know. It
So
make
does
you
Andrew.
smart. No, I don't actually wear glasses.
So you're not Superman? Cool, good to know.
Superman doesn't wear glasses, dipshit. Clark Kent does.
Fighting words.
Looks like you're neither.
That doesn't make sense. Superman
You don't
doesn't
wear
wear
glasses.
glasses, idiot.
You're not Clark Kent either.
Never said I was. I'm Superman.
Who is?
Superman.
Uh-huh.
Kal-El.
Okay.
Impulse doesn't wear glasses. Neither
Have you
does
guys seen that
Spider-Man.
funny-
Shut up.
Have you guys,
Yeah.
have you guys seen that funny video of it's from the film Step Brothers,
Yeah.
where they're at the table freaking out and they replace their faces with Victoria and New South Wales and Queensland and all the states when they're freaking out about, like, did we do this? Yeah.
No, I gotta say, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
The favorite one is one Andrew posted of Happy Gilmore. It's like, go to your home. And he's looking for your home. Answer me.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we're trying to make light of the situation.
That's all we can do. I mean, other than actually do what we're supposed to do, we can, make fun of it.
Yes. So that's everything.
There's got to be logic there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think we can start wrapping up now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I've got nothing else. So I guess thank you everybody for listening. I've been Andrew. You can find me at the Andrew Lorenzo. This has been Brendan, who you can find at Brendan Spizovsky, and Josh, who you can find at Cinestudios, and of course you can find us at Impulse Fan Series on Podcast Land or Instagram, otherwise known as. Say bye, boys. Do you have anything else to say?
And you can definitely find us at home because we're not allowed to leave.
Indeed.
But don't find us at home because that'd be creepy.
Want to make sure, again, stress it enough. Please, I know you have to make another account for it, but you can delete it afterwards, after the 22nd of August. Please make a fandom account and like our stuff there.
One click. Click the
All it is. You don't have to like everything. It's just a video. Just
One click wonder.
Yep. 2 clicks. 1 click. 3
I'll for every like we get as well, I'll do a push-up or something. I don't know.
Maybe we should make it something that you can do.
Like, wow.
Oh!
Wow.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the Impulse Fan Series podcast, and we will catch you next time.
So mean to me.
Then